All right. So we'll get you spun around here. Mr. Bullet Feeder on my 9mm press. Now, this is another X-10. If you've seen my previous X-10 videos, it's all been on 223. And if you haven't, you can go on the channel and those videos are in there. And I load 223 generally just as easy as 9mm. It's just pretty straightforward. But anyway, so my birthday was coming up and I was looking for something, and I always wanted to get away from the 3D printed bullet feeder. I'm not going to name names or companies. I just didn't care for it. It was cool at first when I bought this press and I had that mounted. I mean, it did what it had to do, but what I hated about it was the switch that kicked it on and off was up at the top. And with my Gen 1 Mr. Bullet Feeder, I like the switch actually here. And you have a tube, and all the bullets just are collected in the tube, and they're not weighing down the spring. So I just fucking did not really operate this press because after having the Gen 1, I couldn't fucking stand the 3D printed one. So the Gen 2 has some very positive upgrades and then some sort of positive but not so positive upgrades. So we'll start off with a 100% positive, which you can see is the door. So I pop this out and I can drain this quick, which is very cool if I'm loading Full Metal Jackets. But let's just say that this weekend, man, I really want to start loading Gold Dot G2s. Okay, these are a very rare Gold Dot G2. But this is fucking full. And so you got to go in there, rake them out. And as you're raking them out, they're fucking spilling all out. And so you can just get like a little bucket or something. And something like this or fucking whatever. And pop that open and just drain them quickly. And you just got a few you got to get rid of. Very positive. Love that. It's cool. Plus, you know, I can pop over here and go, holy shit, I'm almost out. This is a positive and a not pot. Whoops. Let me get you back over here. We're moving around so much. This plastic tube is a positive and a non-positive. So it's positive in the fact that it's structurally, you know, very good. And it's all one piece. We're on the Gen 1, I believe I do have the Pro bullet feed die. So I've got the brass, the piece of weighted brass, you know, and everything. And I like that because the clear tube that it comes with, I can trim that down, that tube down, which I did on that one, so that this didn't interfere with the powder measure. You can't trim this at all. I mean, it has to be where it is. The cool thing about the Mr. Bullet Feeder kit, when you order it, and by the way, when you order it, you do get the dropper. I always was trying to buy them separately, but the dropper die, bullet dropper die, does come with the kit. They give you a powder through expanding die. Or not a die, an insert. They give you a powder through expanding insert that they say works with Dylan. And I thought, man, I'm going to have to see if I can use it in my Hornady, because I wasn't sure if this was going to fit. But this up here, there is a flat side to this. And man, it is just cut back enough to where it doesn't interfere with the top of the powder measure. Now, Mr. Bullet Feeder does not need an introduction on their reputation. I mean, I had this thing set up and like 99.99% dropping bullets the right way. I don't know, like a half hour, 40 minutes. Now this bar here that you see here, I had to alter this so that this would fit it. So that took me some time, but that's obviously not Mr. Bullet Feeder's problem there. But I'm telling you, I just really don't think it gets better than a Mr. Bullet Feeder, and especially now, that Trump tariffs have went in. Now Mr. Bullet Feeder is making everything in-house. And I got an email from them, because of them making everything in-house, they were able to drop the price on the Bullet Feeder $100. So that is fucking cool. This also, you can, I don't know if you can see, but this has the orange disc. So that's sort of an upgrade from the gray disc in my Gen 1. It just feels, the orange disc feels slicker, if that makes sense. It just feels, you know, just like slicker, with less friction. And then you can't see it, but the ramp that goes up, the angled ramp, doesn't have the ridges on it. It's just, yeah, it's just straight. Which I kind of like that a little bit better, but, oh, and then the hose attachment. This spring attachment is different. But, dude, what awesomeness. And I don't mean to put Frankfurt Arsenal down, but I just don't, I've seen their Bullet Feeder and I just don't fuck with it, okay? I just don't like that setup. Now granted, I've never actually had one, but watching YouTube videos on it and everything, I'm not interested, you know. No offense, if you got one out there, if you got one, I'm not putting it down. I just like, and I've had such great success with the Mr. Bullet Feeder bullet feeders. And, yeah, and that's pretty much about it. You see that we have the double springs, if you can see right there. As this lifts up, they pull it back down, and you can obviously set that tension. Which, again, on my other one, I have the Pro, and it doesn't have the springs. It has the weight, the brass weight. Either way, it, you know, it don't make a difference. I wasn't sure about this, but I've loaded, I don't know, 300-400 rounds with it so far, and haven't had a problem with it not coming back down, or a bullet not being caught in there right. So, anyway, yeah, if you're looking for a bullet feeder, dude, I'm telling you, these Mr. Bullet feeders are fucking money. They're money, dude. So, that's just a little rundown, on my 9mm press. Eventually, I will do a video showing you the whole setup from start to finish, how I got the dies laid out, etc., etc. And, yeah, we'll do that sometime. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next one. I want to get, I'd like to get another 100 loaded before I go in. So, yeah, we'll catch you in the next one. Any questions about this setup or why I'm using Hornady powder measures instead of the completely fucking garbage Frankfurt Arsenal powder measures? Yeah, I will make a video on that. I'll make a video on that soon. I've got 3 of them. They're all fucking junk. So